Good evening sa lahat ng Summoners. Time check po, 10 PM na at gabing-gabi na. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng patuloy na sumusuporta at tune in pa rin. Again, I am DJ Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Promotion. So, medyo wintong na tayo ngayon. Napakahaba ng laro natin. Napakadami ng games. Pang 5th game na natin for tonight. This is the second match between Team Mineski at Team ng Crying. So, let's see mga kaibigan. Game na tayo ngayon. Let's go to the banning phase between Team Mineski at Team ng Crying.
Yeah, so Team Crying will be on the purple side this time around, while on the blue side, we have Team Mineski.
Yeah, medyo gumalaw-galaw ang ating screen dito. But looking at the lineup mga kaibigan, bans once again, they banned out Rise, Zed, and Yasuo. For Team of Mineski, they banned out Kale, Lulu, and Karma. So, pare-pareho lang. And for Team ng Crying, they pick up Nocturne para sa kanilang first pick dito. So, this is the time, ito yung champion na ginamit ni Nixta before against Team Nakling 2.
Yes. Alright, so Lucian again for Mineski and the Evelyn this time around in the jungle. A while ago, Evelyn didn't have much luck in the jungle, but let's see if this Evelyn will be able to do a little bit better and perform better for the team. Now, looks like a Morgana might be picked up by Team Crying here. Actually, talking about the bans, they banned out Rice, Zed, and Yasuo. Same bans actually for Team Crying here. While on side of Mineski is Kale, Lulu, and Karma. So, pretty much same bans talaga for both teams. So, nothing new here. Same bans for both teams. Really quick banning phase here. Now, looks like Team Crying is thinking about picking up both their bottom lane duo here, considering both Justana and Morgana in the bottom lane to face off on that Lucian. Of course, a while ago, the Morgana was really dominating against the Team Crying, so I think this might be a way to steal it away from Team Mineski.
Anyway, sa lahat ng mga confused mga kaibigan, looking at the lineup of Team Mineski, we have Noeli for the top lane. We have Super Kulit, bago to sa kanilang team. This is, I think, I forgot his name, pero bago siyang member ng Team Mineski ngayon. For the mid lane, Mineski Archer or si Mineski Yume before. Miss Mineski Bimbo or itong si Mineski Seppi for the AD carry. Mineski Jules or itong si Mineski Zed para sa kanilang support role.
That's right.
So ayan, sa lahat ng mga confused, ayan po lahat ng explanation for the team members of Mineski. And here comes the pick mga kaibigan, Lucian, Evelyn, and once again, Twisted Fate for Team of Mineski. I think they will try to do a two-sweep sa laban na to against team ng Crying.
That's right. So this time, Thresh might, I think they'll definitely pick up the Thresh this time around. Basically a switch of champions for the support here. Although Lucian will still be used by Mineski, the AD carry is being changed from Ezreal to Tristana here, allowing him a little bit more burst damage and targeted damage on that ultimate. Alright, so Crying again on the picking their last two champions, allowing of course, giving Mineski the last pick of the game. The only champion missing left for Mineski is the top laner. So Carousel has to decide really well who he'll want to pick in the top lane, because Noel will be able to pick his counter onto that champion. So probably I expect maybe a Renekton to be a safe pick in the top lane, since he can handle most other top laners. Oh, a Jax, not a bad pick as well, but of course he does have some struggles in the early game since he is a very mana hungry champion. Let's see who Mineski Noeli will ask Juice to pick up for him.
We'll see kung sino yung pipili ni Noeli ngayon sa laban nila against Team ng Crying, knowing na kanina he used a Riven for the top lane with their jungler na si Jax, and this time Jax been picked out by team ng Crying dito. They have They have Nocturne, they have Jax, they have Lissandra as well. So with the paranoia for their team, all champions from team Mineski will be blind.
Oh yes.
So and then a great chance for team Mineski, for team na Crying to initiate with their skill to burst down any champion dito, especially for Lissandra.
Yeah, so looks like this is a very ballsy match between both these teams. All of them are assassins. We've got Kha'Zix, Evelynn, TF, all assassin type champions, and then we've got Jax and of course Nocturne. There won't be any real form of tanky. Of course, both Jax, Nocturne, Evelynn, and Kha'Zix can build tanky, but even so, there won't be any super tanks like Renekton and Malphite in this game. So whoever will be winning in the first few minutes of the game will probably lead to snowballing the rest of the game.
So yes, Kha'Zix goes to team ng Mineski this time for the top lane of Noeli. For their jungler, we have Evelynn. For the mid laner, once again, Mineski, you may pick up Twisted Fate for his champion. Bimbo goes to Lucian, and Zed or Jules goes to Thresh for his champion dito. For Team of Crying, they have Jax for the top lane, Nocturne for the jungler. We have the mid lane na si Lissandra, and we have Tristana for the AD carry role, and syempre, si Morgana. And looking at the summoner spell in the bottom lane of Team Crying, they have heal and exhaust. Unlike Mineski, have the heal and ignite dito, so they're more on in the aggressive type. In the bottom lane, ang duo ng bottom lane ng team Mineski dito ay aggressive compared to team of Crying. They're most likely going for the defensive style in the bottom lane dito.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so I feel like Mineski, I'm not really sure if the Kha'Zix is a smart pickup against Jaxis. Jaxis has a counter-strike ability allowing him to deny a lot of damage coming from Kha'Zix's melee attacks, and this might be a little bit of a struggle for him in the early lanes. But of course, there will be an Evelynn who will be invisible, could sneak around Jax at the early level, giving him a hard time. Of course, Jax is a very snowball heavily reliant champion, just like Riven. And like a while ago, Noeli actually had a hard time snowballing the Riven without any help from the jungle. Let's see if Carousel will be able to get the support he needs to allow him to snowball in this game.
Yes, this is a very good lineup for team, especially for team ng Mineski. They have so much assassin champion, like Kha'Zix can initiate a team fight dito. They have Evelynn can go for a tanky build or assassin as well, but most probably going for a tanky item dito kasi they don't have any champion na kaya mag-handle lang enough damage to sustain the team fight dito. For team of Crying, they have Carousel that can go for at least Aranduin's Omen for his champion. Nocturne as well can go for a tanky build for his champion. Lissandra with Morgana support, I think kaya na mag-survive dito in a team fight. But if ever na ang nangyari kanina for team ng Mineski against team ng Crying, na early part of the game pa lang, Mineski was on the driver's seat at tinuloy-tuloy nila yung laban dito.
Yes, alright. So, let's talk about the Lissandra here. So, Lissandra, a very unconventional pick, no? We haven't really seen her in the pro scene. I feel like this might be a very dangerous pick for them, since even if she uses her ultimate on herself like Azonia's Hourglass, she'll still be left in the middle of the pack, and this is something that Kha'Zix, Evelynn, and TF all want.
And actually, having yung kanyang S dito, like what you've said, possible na ito magugustuhan nila Kha'Zix and Evelynn, siyempre si Twisted Fate dito, but it is one of the most hated things also ng mga champion na assassin kasi parang intervention to mawawala yung champion but like what you've said, yes, it can be very, it can be in favor of their team.
Coin. Basically, it will be very effective
or depende sa kung paano
the opposite of that. So, that's like you said, whoever will be winning will probably snowball all the way to the end of the game. Alright, so the game is now loading. We're actually looking at the loading screens of the champion, so the game will start really shortly after this. But while we're waiting, we're looking at these awesome skins, and of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of summoners want to buy some of these skins for themselves. Now, if ever we don't have RPG Spear, what can we do to buy this without having to go out of our own home?
So ayan mga kaibigan, since na-mention mo na ang ating RP, at ayaw mo lumabas ng bahay, gusto mo bumili ng RP, just visit epins.gamex.ph. Ngayon, after may visit inside na yun, choose the game you are playing. We are playing League of Legends. After nun, choose the initial denomination you want. You want 20, 50, 100, depende sa'yo. And after nun, click add to cart. Now, after mo click yung add to cart, enter your mobile number, and then you will receive the confirmation code. After mo ma-receive yung confirmation code, send it to 3161. and then you will receive the ipin amount you want. So mga kaibigan, para lamang yan sa Smart, TNT, and Sun Cellular subscribers. So ganun lang kadali mga kaibigan. Thank you very much for GameX sa napakagandang feature para sa ating mga gamers.
Yeah, thank you very much Smart and GameX for that wonderful feature, allowing us to buy ipins or shells for Garena games, especially League of Legends. Alright,
So,
thank you
ito
as
na
well.
mga kaibigan, let's go to the Summoner's Rift. Welcome sa ating laban ngayon between Team Mineski at ng team ng Crying.
That's right. Alright, so looking at the minimap right now, we can see here that Team Crying will be doing a level 1 invade. Morgana looks I feel like Morgana will probably place down a ward in the blue. Yes, he will be. And will be joining the rest of his team at the bottom lane. The Mineski looks like are a little bit more spread out this time. I don't think they will be going for an early level 1 here, even though they have a Thresh. Now Thresh is one of those champions that like to do early level 1 invades with a death sentence, but this time around it looks like Mineski will opt not to do such a thing.
In the early part of the game, I think mahihirapan dito mag-survive si in the bottom lane ng team ng Crying dito, since sobrang aggressive talaga ng lineup ng Team Mineski na bottom lane. They have Lucian and Thresh, both champion na compared to Tristana. Si Tristana kasi meron na siyang isang skill na magbibigay ng damage output to Lucian. Lucian have 2 skill. Idagdag mo pa yung kanyang 3rd skill dito na magda-dash in siya, since meron siyang passive skill. Any skill na gagamitin niya dito, meron siyang double attack for the next normal hit na gagawin niya.
Yeah.
So they have the advantage. They have a good advantage in the bottom lane when it comes to aggressiveness. So, Team Crying have to make sure na yung gagawin nila dito sa baba ay mag-farm na mag-farm. They can't go against Lucian and Thresh ng sabayan dito.
That's right.
In the early part of the game. Pero pag umabot ng late game ito, like, may enough item na si Tristana to sustain the bottom lane and give enough damage against Lucian dito, I think they can somehow dominate the bottom lane dito.
Yes, alright. Looks like Tristana and Morgana was helping Nocturne pick up his red buff. Nocturne opting to go for the red buff just to be safe, of course, with the help of the AD carry and the support allows him to jungle much faster here. Evelyn, of course, picking up her blue buff ahead of Nocturne here, also with the help of her AD carry and support. Wow, look at the Kha'Zix doing a lot of damage onto the Jax here. Jax receiving already more than close to having HP down.
I don't think Carousel can win against Noelle dito, since isolated siya, and like what I've said, he goes down in the top lane. The first blood goes to Team Mineski, and for Noelle in the top lane dito. So, you can't go 1v1 against Kha'Zix, especially medyo malayo na yung mga minion niya dito. Sobrang isolated siya doon.
That's right. So, very...
Here comes Death Sentence, mga kaibigan. A good flash in from Nicknack dito. Exhausted si Bimbo. He's taking a lot of damage, mga kaibigan. He was ignited. One more hit from any champion of Team Mineski. Makuha sa nila ang buhay ni Morgana, but he managed to survive that team fight.
Yes, that's right. Actually, I think Carousel was a little bit reckless there. He could have survived that if he didn't engage the Kha'Zix in that bush. Like you said, that isolation is very, very dangerous, especially at level 1, giving him a lot of additional damage compared to Jax. Especially since Jax is a snowball champion, he's not really that strong at those early levels here. So actually Ignite and Exhaust and Flash all being burnt in the bottom lane. There's no more summoner spells for either champion in the bottom lane. So anything that happens here, this is actually a prime opportunity for any jungler, whether it be for Crying or Mineski, to gank the bottom lane. Alright. We're now here in the top lane taking a look at the CS here. Surprisingly, even though Jax got killed by the Kha'Zix, Kha'Zix isn't really that much ahead in terms of items here. I see here Kha'Zix actually went back to base to pick up an item here. So this actually gives him a nice advantage over Jax. Jax will have to play a little bit more passive here. It's not allowed the Kha'Zix to continue harassing him that way with those isolation damage.
So, one item ahead itong Sinuwari, the top lane, getting his long sword against Carousel dito. So, once again, you can't go toe-to-toe against Noelle dito or Kha'Zix when you are having a 1v1 fight. You have to make sure na medyo dapat lumayo ka sa kanya kasi medyo mas masakit yung damage output niya compared to your champion kung saan, yes, Carousel, Jax sa champion na sobrang effective when it comes to 1v1, pero mangyayari lang yun kapag mabot siya ng level 6. But against Noelle, as you can see, he's taking a lot of damage in the top lane. Hindi magandang trade ang nangyayari sa kanya dito. But here comes the gak, mga kaibigan. Death Sentence attempt from Thresh in the bottom lane. Counter strike from Carousel against Noelle dito. Sobrang dami niyang minion, and I think if ever na pumilit si Noelle doon, you can survive that kind of fight in the top lane dito. But here comes Carousel, mga kaibigan. Noelle, he was ignited. Carousel was about to go down, and the minion that last hit managed to pick up another kill, mga kaibigan. Then Sentinels from Jules dito. They are very aggressive sa laban. Fear just in time to pick up another kill. Niknak, one more hit. It's a double kill for Nixta.
That was so close for Mineski. What luck for Nick-Nack there, surviving that, the fear followed by the heal from his normal attack, letting him survive the damage followed up by Thresh there. Sadly, of course, Mineski did not get any kills there, and this gave 2 kills to Team Crying, allowing them to slightly even up the goal a little bit for Team Crying so far in this game. But actually here in the top lane, it's a different story. I really feel like Noelle is being really snowballing really ahead of Jax right now. Jax is so much behind in CS. It's about 20 CS in just 6 minutes in the game. And this is bad news for Jax.
Sobrang aggressive talaga ni Noelle sa kanyang top lane dito. Parang ganito rin yung nangyayari kanina when he was using Riven against Volibear na top lane. Hindi makapag-farm na maayos si Volibear dito. And sobrang haras niya. So, even though he's trying his best to get enough farm for his champion, sasabayan siya ng sobrang dito ni Noelle, not only get the CS he want, but also giving enough poke damage to survive the top lane dito.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so these are tayo sa bottom lane ulit, and as you can see here, Mineski is being very aggressive dito sa bot lane. Even the top lane here, it looks like the only lane that isn't being that aggressive is the mid lane of Mineski so far. Medyo passive sila dito sa mid lane, both Lissandra and TF, just farming away there, waiting to make, well, they're already level 6, but they haven't really done any roaming or tried to make any attempts in any of the other lanes so far.
So si Jax goes to that raid dito sa may bandang jungler nitong kanilang kalaban, ng kanyang teammate, and malaking bagay sa kanya yung mawawala etong ganito karaming CS. At makakakuha na naman ng advantage dito si Kha'Zix during the laning phase sa laban niya against kay Jax in the top lane.
Dark Binding landing onto Thresh there. Of course, that Layway is also... I'm sorry, Tormented Soil of Morgana also damaging, picking up him some gold with trinket item there. And basically passive again in the bottom lane. Looking at the CS here, Lucian also ahead in CS here, quite a large lead, about 17 CS advantage for Lucian here in the bottom lane. In terms of kill though, Kha'Zix picking up 2 kills while the jungler of Team Crying on Nocturne is 2-0-0 as well. This game is a little bit slower compared to the last game. Last game we saw a lot more action in this game. About by 20 minutes, Mineski was ready.
Now level 6. With the use of his paranoia, he can somehow manage to gank the bottom lane dito. But sobrang play safe ngayon ng Team Mineski in the bottom lane. They're aware na merong gank na magagaling from Nixta. And they're not extending in the bottom lane ng sobra. So they're trying their best na medyo maging play safe lang ng sobra and get the CS they want. Both the champion of Team Mineski, mid and jungler have their own blue buffs. Nangarim mabuhay dito ni Noelle. Itong si Carousel, 2 champion from Team Mineski, ay naghintay sa kanya. You have to use that counter strike. He was ignited. Jump in from the members of Team Mineski dito, and he goes down. Laban nila against team ng Mineski. He was ignited, but not enough to pick up a kill for his champion.
Yes, and it's already past the 8-minute mark, so the armor of the third has been reduced to its normal armor now, and since there's a 3-man push from Team Mineski, it looks like they'll be able to pick up the third. But of course, Team Crying responded by picking up the first dragon of the game. Of course, the dragon at this level isn't that much, but it should even out.
Here comes the initiation from Nixta, mga kaibigan. Bimbo taking a lot of damage against the members of Crying dito. They managed to pick up 2 kills. It's a 2-for-1 exchange in the dragon for Team of Crying. Very good trade for the team.
Yes, actually I'm surprised that Nocturne went down to that. He actually used his spell shield a little bit too early if you ask me, and because of that he had to use his flash just to avoid the death sentence coming from Thresh there.
Jules never backed down. Kung mapapansin mo, even though sobrang wala na siyang HP doon, he have to use that the box and ignite to Nocturne to at least compensate sa nangyaring trade kanina sa bottom lane. So not bad for the team of Mineski sa nangyaring trade kanina, but in favor yon sa team ng Crying since nakakuha sila ng Dragon sa laban na yun.
Alright, looks like the members of Team Crying are trying to lay some damage on the third here in the bottom lane of Team Mineski. The kill score is still pretty even, 4-4 for both teams. Slight gold advantage for Team Mineski in terms of CS here. The Dragon, of course, evening it out. And of course, Team Mineski has a tower advantage in the top lane in exchange for that Dragon a while ago. Alright, so looking at the mid lane, actually they've all both picked up one kill already. Of course, both coming from the ganks. Lissandra from the gank in the bot lane, while TF picking up that kill in the top lane. Gold card landing on Lissandra there and stunning her under her third. No further damage coming from TF after that.
No paranoia yet for Nixta dito, so trying to wait for the right timing to use that paranoia. Destiny, mga kaibigan, for Mineski Archer ay up na. So if ever na magkaroon siya ng chance to gank any other lane, he will respond and help their comrades to survive the team fight na nangyayari dito for the next few seconds or for the next few minutes. But mga kaibigan, looking at the score, 4-4 ang ating score, 1.1k goal difference in favor ng team ng Mineski dito. Pero mga kaibigan, I think medyo na late ang paggamit ni Shinetsen ng kanyang spell shield. Nice stun from Mineski Archer dito. You have to use the Destiny. Good ultimate from Nicknack dito. One more hit from Nicknack. A flash in from Mineski Jules. Not enough to pick up another kill for their team. Very good job for Noeri stealing that raid. A flash in as well. Void Assault as it tapped out. He's chasing down Carousel. Carousel goes down once again in the top lane. Killing spree na. Skyra have to use his third skill dito. Nicknack taking a lot of damage against team members of Mineski dito. The box has been popped out. It's a 3-4-1 exchange in favor of Team ng Mineski.
Yes, Nicknack has to be very careful. He's already burned his heal a while ago. I just like to point out that Nicknack used his heal to avoid the hook coming from Thresh. The speed boost coming from heal allowed him to sidestep just enough to avoid that hook. Nice dark binding coming from Morgana. Once again, let's see if Susana will be able to become kill. Yes, a kill for Nicknack here in the bottom lane. Of course, that red buff slowing down Evelyn, not allowing her to get escape from the wrath of the two champions of Team Crying.
Surprised na nangyari yan. Medyo nagulat siya na tumama sa kanya yung dark binding from Morgana.
Yes.
Very good job dito for
blind spot, or sorry, blind dark binding coming from Ghana there, landing, predicting the movement of Evelyn there. Perfect opportunity for Team Crying to pick up another kill. Alright, so actually Mineski is in the lead of kills right now, 6-8, and a slight gold lead for Team Mineski. This game is a lot closer compared to the first game, although Mineski is in the advantage because of those two towers. Once again, Team Crying is making the same mistakes once again in this game. They need to start picking up towers, or else they will lose this game really quickly to Mineski, allowing Mineski to have superior map control over them. Alright, right now taking a look at the jungler of Team Crying. Nocturne 2-2-2 right now here. Let's see if they can make some plays here in the bottom lane. We can see here Thresh and Lucian are sticking around here. Of course, they've got wards in the tri-bush. Kha'Zix is just happily farming here in the top lane, going 3-0-1. Really dominating this game so far. And Jax, sadly, 0-4-0. Will continue to struggle for the next few minutes in the game at least.
Here comes the Dragon, mga kaibigan. 1 minute left bago mag-respawn ang Dragon of this game. This would be the second Dragon if ever na makuha to ng Team Crying. That would be their second Dragon of this game. Or if ever na makuha to ng Mineski, that would be their first Dragon para sa team nila. 50 seconds left bago mabuhay ang ating Dragon. 6-8 ang ating score at ang ating goal difference ay around 3,000 or 2,000 in favor of Team ng Crying. We're looking at the difference ngayon. Kha'Zix attempting to get the blue buff dito. And Carousel, I think someone is trying to steal his blue buff. Here comes Carousel, mga kaibigan, against Kha'Zix dito. Here comes the initiation. Paranoia has been popped out. Medyo nagkaroon sila ng miscommunication doon, mga kaibigan. At hindi nila naisip na doon pupunta si Mineski Noeri dito. Mineski Noeri, mga kaibigan, never back down. Have to use the Void Assault. One more hit. He managed to pick up another kill sa top lane dito. Very good job first champion.
Yeah, Noelle doing a really good job on that character, not only escaping and forcing Nocturne trying to fear out TF there, but Sandra now coming in here, a nice ultimate onto TF here. TF will be surviving that for sure. Nocturne should actually back away there. He's just one hit. Death Net is almost catching him there. Luckily, he had enough distance from the Thresh to get from that Death Net there. Morgana has to be careful here. He will get trapped here by the 3 members of Team Mineski here. Nice dash over.
Get the dark passage, mga kaibigan. Here comes to the box from Thresh. Schnitzel is about to go down. It's a double kill for Team of Mineski. 2-4 to exchange. Top lane goes down for Team Mineski. Dito Noelle, very good job sa ginagawa niya performance. Have to use that Void Assault to disengage in the top lane. Alam mo, napakagandang ideya talaga sa pag-upgrade kagad ng Void Assault.
Yes.
I mean, pag-evolve kagad ng skill na to. Kasi, you have a lot of chance to choose where to go with that invisible. I think around 2 seconds or 4 seconds yung 2 seconds yung kanyang invisible dito kung saan he can choose where to go.
3 times.
Tatlo pa.
So,
Tatlong beses pa.
So 6 seconds in total. That's a long time if you think about it. Plus, there's a huge time you can reactivate it. I feel like that's probably one of the things that Riot may nerf next time they do on Kha'Zix, shortening the period where you have to activate the combo flash. Since right now it's just way too long, as you can see here. An ultimate was wasted by Nocturne and he's still able to use it to get back into the game and kill Jax after a few seconds.
First, as mean second dragon goes to Team Mineski. That is their first dragon of the game. 1-1 ata ang ating dragon trade dito. Here comes the initiation from Noelle. He's doing a lot of damage. He was done by Chaos dito. He was shot down. Here comes the calling from Mineski. Beam Boss Sweat. Ginamit na kayo ni Schnitzel ang kanyang Soul Shackle. What a good turnaround for the team, mga kaibigan. Quadra kill for Jax. I think if ever na makapag-initiate siya ng maayos dito, he can get the pentakill. But no, there's no pentakill for their team. Still in favor of Team Mineski ang ating goal difference, pero almost 4 members of Team Crying was about to go doon sa nangyari.
Yes, Mineski Archie saying, sorry Jax, no pentakill for you today. Alright, so Jax will be hammering down that 30 in the mid lane. Actually, that's a huge boost for Jax, like picking up that quadra kill. A much needed boost that he really needed now. He'll probably be able, I'm not sure if he has enough gold for Blade of the Ruined King, but most likely he will be rushing that Blade of the Ruined King now that he's picked up some gold. Yes, there we go, a Blade of the Ruined King pick up for Jax now. Actually, I think he even picked up there we go, he picked up some boots and some surprisingly, he looks like he's gonna be going for a Merc Threat instead of a Ninja Tabi, especially against that Kha'Zix here. So let's see how that turns out for him. Alright, so Morgana clearing out some wards outside the Dragon Pit here at the back, and Thresh doing exactly the same thing.
So ito yung naging problema kanina sa team fight na nangyari sa Dragon. It's not a good idea for Team Mineski to contest that team fight. Kung papansin mo, Nixta initiated very well with that paranoia. You have to choose kung sino talaga yung focus fire niya, and that gave them the advantage to win the team fight na nangyari kanina. At namamagana kasi kanina si Noelle. Medyo napaaga ang pagpasok ni Noelle, not enough support from his comrade dito. Carousel against Noelle once again. Here comes the late game Jax against the late game Kha'Zix. He somehow have the advantage dito, but with the help of his teammate, he got killed in the top lane.
Yeah, I think they even might attempt to do a Baron since Jax will not be there to disrupt them. There you see Evelyn using her ultimate on the Baron.
Nakita mo yung difference, I mean yung buff na nangyari dito kay Jax after niya makuha ng quadra kill and a shutdown dito kay Kha'Zix. So this time, he somehow managed to pick up another core item for his champion. Here comes the initiation, mga big and Nixta taking a lot of damage, happening with paranoia. Skyra trying to respond as well. One champion goes down. Destiny for Mineski Archer, he got stunned. Skyra taking a lot of damage. Death sentence. And yes, it's a 2-4-2 exchange. They're about to get the first tier turret in the mid lane dito against Team Nakrai.
That's right. It looks like they will be able to pick up this turret there. Tristana actually having free range in the bottom lane, picking up another tower there. That's the second tier turret of Team Mineski at the bottom lane. Jax and Morgana will be able to hold off Mineski. here in the mid lane. Now,
They are not aware na merong Tristana in the bottom lane dito for Team Crying na nagkakaroon ng chance to push their turrets. 14-15 ang ating score in favor pa rin sa team ng Mineski at ang ating goal difference ay around 4.2k or 4.4k still in favor of team ng Mineski.
alright, so Baron buff still on to 4 members of Team Mineski here, and let's see what they'll do with it. They really need to start pushing here. The game is now 20 minutes into the game, and it's still pretty even here. Only about a 4.5k gold advantage for Team Mineski here. Of course, Kha'Zix dominating so far Jax at the early level, but Jax is like you said, slowly coming back into the game, especially after that quadra kill and the Blade of the Ruined King pickup from him.
At this point of time, we're looking at the advantage of Team Mineski against team ng Crying dito. And we're looking at the score, 14-15. Alam mo, Jay, I'm thinking na is it a good idea for Nocturne to get that Bridgewater Cutlass or dapat mag-focus na siya sa magiging tanky champion dito? What do you think, Jay?
For Nocturne, it's really hard to say.
It's most likely going for the build, yung kanyang Blade of the Ruined King dito kung saan, well, it's still a good item choice for his champion, but against their opponent, they have Mineski, Rueli, they have Kha'Zix, they have Evelyn. I don't think it's a good idea. Kasi Blade of the Ruined King, yes, an item for
probably to build it later on after he built a few tanky items. Yes. But he does have a Radiance almost completed. I think he may complete the Radiance first before finishing the Blade of the Ruined King.
Siguro this is for the AD carry of team like ito mga kaibigan. Here comes the initiation. A good use of that Sonya's Arclas. Kyra doing a lot of damage as he goes down 3 champion of team. Team Crying goes down. Napakagandang performance coming from Mineski. I think it's about time to get the inhibitor turret and inhibitor as well in the top lane dito. 2 champion of team Crying against 5 champion of team Mineski dito. I don't think they can defend this turret in the top lane.
Yes, the 5-man strong coming from Mineski here, doing everything they can. I think they want to end this game as fast as possible here, and Death is not landing onto Morgana. Morgana trying to slow down Mineski here. So like you said, Mineski picks up the first inhibitor of the game. They have a huge advantage now with that exposed inhibitor in the top lane of Team Crying here. Alright, so it looks like Mineski will be backing away here, trying to clear out the jungle camp of Team Crying before backing away here. Archie taking some damage on Knickknacks here. Tristana already completing her Infinity Edge and Static Shift, so that's a lot of crit coming from Tristana. And as the game progresses, of course, her attack speed and range will increase to incredible amount.
Surprisingly for Knickknack, it's kind of unusual to see na 2-0-7 ang kanyang score. In this kind of team fight, kung saan napapansin mo, sobrang laki na lamang ng Team Mineski, but sobrang nagagawa niya ng paraan na mag-survive during the team fight. Kaibigan, here comes Dark Binding, connected very well as strong from Garrison as well. Here comes the exchange, mga kaibigan. He was exhausted, the Kraling was knocked out. Here comes the Destiny from Mineski. Archer in the mid lane, but Bimo doing a lot of damage, mga kaibigan. He didn't use the Destiny to teleport. Pero here comes Mineski Yume in the bottom lane trying to get the life of Tristana dito. He somehow managed to get away. It's a 3-4 non-exchange in favor of team ng Crying.
Yeah, it looks like Jax is making a huge comeback in this game, so I don't know, it looks like Crying might even be able to turn this game around. It looked like Mineski had the upper hand here for a few minutes now, but there's actually a huge minion wave coming from the top lane of Team Crying. As you can hear, Knickknack doing his best to clear out the super minions coming from the base of Team Mineski. Now, as long as the inhibitor is open, this will give Mineski a lot of time to do some skirmishes, but right now, they haven't really decided on doing anything here. You can see here that Thresh will be going back to base. Archer is just trying to pick up some more minions for himself, as well as Evelyn. Looking at Baron will be up in about a minute and 40 seconds, and looking at Nocturne right now, we can see here that he's only 25 stacks on his Ringer's Lantern, and he needs another 5 more just to get back into this game.
So it's not that effective yet at this point of time dahil nga 24-minute mark or magti-25 na, hindi pa niya nakuha yung kanyang one of the best item na dapat gagamitin niya to at least burst down any champion or any AD carry for the team of Mineski dito. As much as possible, tinatrain niya talagang mahuli itong si Bimbo. Every time na ginagamit niya yung paranoia, he's jumping to Bimbo or kay Mineski Archer dito. Unfortunately, hindi enough yung kanyang burst damage. Hindi pa niya na fully stack yung kanyang Feral Flare dito at yung kanyang Blade of the Ruined King ay hindi pa nabubuo. So Bilgewater Canvas, not enough for his champion to survive or to at least kill down any champion dito mga kaibigan. And they're aware na kinukuha ngayon ng team Crying ang kanilang red buff. So at this point of time, Team Mineski have to push the second tier turret sa laban na to.
That's right. Alright, so Mineski are still pretty scattered out. You can see here Kazik looks like he's trying to clear the minions there in the large rate in the near the blue buff of Team Crying here. Mineski with the advantage in terms of map control here. 2 tower advantage, picking up both 3 towers in the top lane and 1 on each other lane right now. And Mineski just has to pick either the top or mid lane to extend their lead here. And I think the inhibitor might be respawning soon for Team Crying here. And Baron is now up, and yes, Crying is aware of this, but the super minions are hammering away onto the inhibitor of Team Crying, and this is really bad for Team Crying. So even if they do stop Team Mineski from the Baron, I feel like the super minions might be able to take the inhibitor from
Here
them.
comes the destiny from Mineski Archer mga kaibigan, but that forced Team Crying to disengage sa laban na to. They're trying to get the second Baron in this game mga kaibigan. Death sentence from Juice dito, connected very well. Sinamahan at the box. They're taking a lot of damage mga kaibigan. Mineski, super kulit, initiating the team fight. Skyla taking a lot of damage. He goes down. It's a 4-4-1 exchange, 4-4-2 exchange in favor of Team Mineski. They're torn between two decisions for the team. It's either they will push or get the Baron. Without the jungler, I don't think it's a wise decision to get the Baron instead.
Yes, so like
But
I said a while ago,
they're getting the Baron, so
yeah, Jax is trying to stop the super minions from destroying the inhibitor, but the Thresh hook landed onto the Morgana, and this allowed Mineski to pick up that win in that team fight. And Jax now basically losing everything there, losing his team and the Baron and the inhibitor. So really large advantage for Team Mineski. Mineski stalling on that Baron to make sure that every member on Team Mineski receives that Baron buff. So yes, Mineski again in the driver's seat here. A lot of damage done onto the inhibitor. I believe one of the turrets already took about half the HP down. No, actually it didn't receive any damage. So Jack did get there on time, and Mineski having a huge gold lead now of about 5k into the game right now, and this is actually they're starting to pull ahead of Team Crying.
So 90-22 ang ating score. Baron buff for Team Mineski dito, and for the next few minutes, around 4 minutes dito, they have the advantage sa mga teamfight na mangyayari. So ngayon, I think ang problema ng Team Crying ay medyo nakukulangan sila sa synergy as a team. Don't have enough what do you call this, yung tinatawag nating communication, or yung tinatawag natin na yes, yung synergy nila as a team, hindi ganun enough to survive the team fight against team ng Mineski. But at this point of time, nasa mid game na tayo, wala pa tayong ganun sa late game. Item of Tristana, 218 ang kanyang score dito. He somehow managed to get the static shield, last whisper, and yung kanyang Infinity Edge. So wala siyang life steal. He burst it down kapag nagkaroon ng team dito. Here comes the initiation from Nixta. He goes down mga kaibigan. Gamit ang Kali sa team dito. He's taking a lot of damage as well. You really have to use the team to disengage. He was exhausted. Carousel still chasing the team members of Mineski dito. Carousel goes down. He's running for his time. Schnitzel as well goes down.
Wow.
It's an ace for team of Mineski. I think it's about time to end this game. 5 for non-exchange in favor of team of Mineski.
Yeah, actually,
ending this
Mineski
game.
could just ignore this tower and go straight for the Nexus turret there. There's a large minion of waves coming in the top tower, but looks like They will clear this tower and this inhibitor. 10 more seconds before Nocturne comes in. I think they will be able to still defend the tower, but I think it might be a bit too late for them to actually stop them from destroying the Nexus.
Without wasting any time, Team Mineski ending this game. And I think Team Mineski will proceed with have the slot for the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Season. Very good job for Team Mineski. Very entertaining fight. Against team na crying as well. Congratulations. Hindi biro yung ginawa nilang proseso to reach the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Promotion.
Actually,
Kudos to your
I
team.
have to say you're right. Team Crying was really good actually. They just had some minor mistakes that they could work. They have to work into. But with a little sharp, probably like a rough diamond, they should be able to get back into next season. Alright,
Yes. So, sa lahat ng mga kaibigan natin na nanonood ngayon, even though Team Crying lost against team ng Mineski, I don't think they don't deserve to get a trash talk. Kasi sobrang galing nila. Sobrang saludo ako sa team nila. They made their way to Pro Gaming Series Summer Season Split or Summer Promotion. Kung kaya nyo gawin yon, saka lang kayo siguro may karapatang gawin or sabihin nyo kung ano yung mga sinasabi nyo sa kanila. So, ngayon mga kaibigan, congratulations Team Mineski once again winning this game against team ng Crying. So, for the Pro Gaming Series Summer Season Split, Summer Season, we have team ng Mineski and team ng MSI, the team ng Pacific ngayon sa ating Summer Split. Summer Season.
So I think for the last match, I think Luweli would be the MVP, dominating the Jax, allowing him to have that early lead. Without that, he would have had a hard time in that game. And
Yes.
even though Jax was able to come back, it just wasn't. It's a bit too late already for them. And with some smart plays coming from Mineski, they were able to close out the game. So congratulations to Mineski for qualifying once again for the PGS. Hopefully they can do better in the next season, the summer season, against the other pro teams.
So, thank you very much again mga kaibigan for watching. I'm Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series Summer Season Split or Summer Promotion 2014. Salamat sa lahat na nakinood ngayong araw at nakigulo. 5th game for tonight. Somehow successful tayo. Thank you very much sa lahat ng mga summoner. Sobrang kailangan natin magpahinga. Again, I am Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
Kita tayo ulit next. Kung kailan naman tayo magkakaroon ng stream ulit, stay tuned na kayo dyan sa ating Pro Gaming Series Facebook fan page. Diyan lahat ng announcement natin para sa first game natin sa Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Season. Thank you very much again for watching. I'm Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
For the last time, kita tayo ulit next time. Again, good evening sa lahat ng summoners.